Get right back to that breaking news from overnight. After a weekend of protests, leaders in Waterbury are continuing the conversation about systemic racism and police brutality with a virtual chat that's taking place later today at 1. Now, this is being hosted by the police chief, local, state, and federal delegation, and the NAACP. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Carolina Cruz is live this morning with a recap of what we saw in New Haven County during this weekend's protests. Carolina?
Yesterday night, protesters took to the New Haven Police Department. They demonstrated here on the steps. New Haven Police, though, they say that nobody was arrested as of 10 last night. We are still working to confirm if anybody was arrested after that time. In Waterbury, though, 28 people were arrested. Peaceful protests and marches escalated after demonstrators stormed the interstates in portions of I-84, I-91, and I-95 yesterday. In Waterbury, the police chief applauded the peaceful protests in the morning, but also addressed the disruptions later on in the day. He says his department is taking proactive steps during this time. He and his command staff are attending roll calls to remind officers of First Amendment rights.
And talking to our officers openly about that video and about what happened in Minneapolis and about the intolerance that we would have for that type of behavior. And frankly, they all do have that intolerance for that kind of behavior. It's not what police represent. It's not why we take this oath of office. It's not why we get into this job.
The New Haven police chief also spoke against excess use of force. In a video on Facebook, he and his officers took a stand against police brutality and retook their oath. New Haven's Mayor Justin Elliker said that he, along with his police chief in the city, have made their expectations very clear for their officers. They are to work with compassion, not over-police their neighborhoods, and also embody the spirit of community policing. Reporting outside the New Haven Police Department, I'm Carolina Cruz, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.